What advice do you have for anyone who wants to lead a conversation in their company about the metaverse within their industry, wherever they are, to get people to start to be a little more curious, a little more open to it?
So I think the first thing you have to do, especially in corporates, is show value, right? And there's a lot of great case studies out there about how this is adding value. So if you look at something like Roblox, like Nike's World in Roblox, for example, that has done a lot for Nike. It is something that they work very hard on, they resource it correctly, but they have millions and millions of users in there. And that's really exciting. That's great for the brand. They're reaching a new audience, things of that nature. Or if you're looking to do VR for training, there is reams of research on how much more impactful and effective learning in virtual reality is versus learning in sort of traditional ways. So I would say build a case, right? Come up with a problem and then come up with a way that this technology solves that problem. Because if you just go in and say, oh, this is neat, it's cutting edge, I read about it in Wired, it's so cool, your boss isn't going to pay attention to that. They might say, okay, that's a nice to have, right? That's cute. Maybe you can do a little side project. If you come to your boss and say, hey, I have this training solution that will increase productivity by 70% and reduce our costs by 75%, which both of those are real numbers based on actual research and how well VR training works. That's what's going to get their attention, right? That's the sales point. That's the way they're like, all right, this is going to save us how much money and be this much better? Okay, this is an investment I'm willing to make. With the metaverse more broadly, if you are trying to reach a young audience, that's where they are. That is where Gen Z is. And they're still young. They might not have the purchasing power of older generations, but they will very soon. And they will remember who they, what brands they had loyalty to when they were younger, right? That stuff is defined very, very early. So think about, okay, we can reach this many people in Gen Z on, this scale with this type of resourcing. That's what's really powerful. So I would say if people are interested in this, find a problem, and there's lots of them, and then figure out how this technology solves that problem. And that's a very, very strong case to bring and sell in.